Hashtag we want to play, but will it work? Let's get it started. Welcome in everybody to another video. Glad you guys are here, and today we're going to be doing some college football talk. Okay, yes, I know we're not a college football channel. We are clearly a Detroit Lions channel, but we have talked some Michigan before. We have done some college football reactions. We've talked about it here and there, but I think this is just such big news for football in general that it's a must video. I mean, this is the video that I have to do. I just have to voice my opinions, give you guys what I know, and I need to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. That's all this one is, okay? But before we get into it, let's go check out the comment of the video, and it says hashtag we want to play because, well, that's the main topic. But as you guys can see, we got the Michigan helmet, we got the Michigan picture, so it's okay. We can do this. We've also done a couple of Big Ten videos, so it's okay. We can technically do this, right? We're not breaking any rules. It's going to be these questions, so I'm just going to get it out of the way now. I don't really want to talk about the NFL too much in this video. I'm just going to get it out of the way now because I know there's a lot of questions about this. Some people have already asked me what my thoughts are. I don't see a scenario where there's no NFL season. I think it could be a weird season, but there's going to be a season in my opinion. I just really don't see a scenario where there's not an NFL season. I just don't. So that's kind of just my thoughts. I just want to put that out there. Now, let's talk about college football. So reportedly, the two conferences that have canceled or postponed their season because they're hoping that they can take back off in 2021 spring, which is basically next season. So the two conferences that have reportedly canceled their season is the Big Ten and the Pac-12. And the Big Ten was the first conference to go to the conference-only schedule, and now apparently they have canceled their season. Or at least that's what it looks like. I don't know if it's completely official right now, but that is a report that they will cancel the season for those two conferences. But there's a lot more that goes into that. So I guess there was a vote for conference presidents where each team had a conference president vote on whether or not there should be a season next season. And the only two teams that voted yes in the Big Ten was Iowa and Nebraska. The other 12 voted no. All those 12 teams reportedly voted no. Now this report has come out mainly by Dan Patrick. That's where I've seen this from on multiple sources. They're all saying what Dan Patrick has said. This has mostly come out from Dan Patrick. However, I did see one interesting article where someone is kind of saying that, hey, this isn't even true. There actually was no vote that he was even held. There was never a vote held. This is kind of just a weird report that's getting out there. I don't know why everybody would be saying this if it's not true. I'm assuming it's true, but I mean, I don't know. I just thought that I would point it out because someone actually said that. No votes held by president. So maybe there hasn't been a vote. I don't know, but I'm assuming there has been because everybody is saying there is. So apparently there's a vote that went on that is canceling the Big Ten season and the Pac-12 season. Now, this does not affect other conferences directly because they have went away from the out-of-conference games and it's just in-conference games. So, you know, I guess teams that are independents are going to be joining other ones. But basically, since you're not playing out-of-conference games, every conference has the right to make their own vote and make their own decision on what the 2020 season is going to look like, whether or not they're going to have a season or whether or not they're not going to have a season, if there actually is a vote that's going on, which it seems like there are. I don't know who said that. It was like CBS or something. But either way, it looks like every conference is going to have their own opinion. And the SEC is a very interesting one because the SEC has not voted to cancel yet. Actually, many people believe they are trying to delay as long as possible because they want more teams to join their conference for the upcoming season so that they can have more teams into that conference. So maybe teams that, you know, necessarily aren't going to be having a season, maybe they could possibly join the SEC. I don't exactly know how that would work, but that may be something that SEC is trying to put into place. That way not every team is out. For example, if Nebraska and Iowa voted yes to play, maybe somehow they could find a way to put them in the SEC for the year and they could play because they voted yes. So I'm assuming you still have to vote yes as a team, but I guess that's what SEC is reportedly trying to do. So every conference has their own ability to make their own decision, right? This isn't a league. This isn't a countrywide thing. Every conference can make their decision on whether or not and vote on whether or not they're going to have a 2020 season. But as you guys have read for the board, hashtag we want to play. What is that? What is that hashtag? Well, it's went pretty viral recently on Twitter. Hashtag we want to play is basically something that I believe was started by Trevor Lawrence, or at least that's who kind of made it popular. Hashtag we want to play is what the players, I guess, started, and it's kind of been their way to say, hey, we want to play this season because they want to get the voice. It's just the conference presidents that are saying, yeah, there's a season. I want to see, yeah, we're going to have, yeah, we'll play, or yeah, we won't play. But instead, it's not the players that are getting the vote, and it's not the coaches that are getting the vote. So right now, it's just the presidents, and these players are coming out with this hashtag we want to play. Trevor Lawrence put this out, Justin Fields put this out, Oklahoma Sooners reportedly have been having tons of their players joining on the movement. Tons of people are hopping on this because they want to have a 2020 season. Now, I completely understand why. It's big, especially for college athletes. Like, yes, I guess it's different from the NFL. You know, they're not getting paid and stuff. That's a huge difference. But at the same time, a lot of these guys, I mean, this is what their future profession could be, and you never know, right? You've been working hard. You have no no idea what the future holds. So to miss a whole season, that could be a very big impact, not knowing what the future looks like. So a lot of people are jumping onto that hashtag we want to play. And apparently it's not only players, it's also coaches. And since we are a Michigan football channel, I thought I would bring up what Jim Harbaugh had to say. Jim Harbaugh also hopped in on this movement, and he used the hashtag we want to play and hashtag we want to coach. So I guess that's another one that we could put up there. And he put basically a long article, a long statement on why he believes there could be a season for 2020 because of the results they've seen over the last 8 weeks, things that have came back, just the numbers based on that alone. And he basically says it's not going to be easy to do, but it can't happen. We saw the NBA, I would say about a week ago, they put out the report that not one player tested positive out of the NBA bubble, so that's really impressive. So I don't know if you can really do that with football, but I just thought I'd point that out because that was interesting. And then obviously the president, the president of the United States, Donald Trump, also jumped in on this movement and said this: student athletes have been working too hard for the season to be canceled. So now we see Donald Trump jump on this, and he also retweeted Trevor Lawrence's hashtag we want to play statement. So as you guys can see, a lot of people are starting to jump on this hashtag we want to play because right now it's just the conference presidents that are voting whether or not a team can play. There'll be a lot of things coming that could shake this up like crazy. So I'm not going to go into all the health things and things like that because I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor. I don't want to get into all of that. Okay, that's not my expertise. I'm just simply telling you guys what I know. If you guys have more in the comments that that you think is interesting to this, please let me know. But I just think this is a really crazy situation, and apparently a lot of people are on board of, hey, we still want to have the season, and we'll see how this thing works out. Will teams join the SEC? Will they allow it to do that? Will any conferences play college football? There are no out-of-conference games. It can be done. Some conferences may play, some conferences may not. As of now, it looks like the Big Ten and Pac-12 won't have a season, or at least it will be postponed, but I don't know if it's exactly official yet. Yes, I know there's tons of reports out there saying it's canceled, but you never know with everything that is going on. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.